You ever wonder what happens when someone's ugly prejudice slams headfirst into a power they can't even see? Picture this. Horizon Air Flight 207, JFK to London. A woman clutching a $9,000 first-class ticket, only to be told she doesn't belong, humiliated in front of a whole plane, her seat handed to some random guy who looked the part. But this wasn't just any woman, this was Dr. Maya Thompson, and she was about to flip the script at 30,000 feet. I'm sitting in the fancy Horizon Sky Lounge at JFK, sipping overpriced espresso, watching planes dance on the tarmac, and there's Dr. Maya Thompson, tucked in a corner chair, exuding this quiet, unshakable vibe. She's 48, runs Luminary Labs, a tech empire revolutionizing green energy, the kind of woman who's been on Time's cover, not for her bank account, but for her brain. She's in a sharp blazer, no flash, just this classic watch ticking on her wrist, ready to board her flight to seal a billion-dollar deal. All she wants is her first-class seat, 3A, a glass of water, and some sleep. Simple, right? Nope. At Gate B17, chaos reigns, people shoving, boarding passes flapping. Maya steps into the priority lane, flashes her digital ticket, and meets Lisa Harper, gate agent from hell. Lisa's in her 50s, sporting a haircut sharper than her attitude, lips curling into this sneer as she sizes Maya up her braided hair, her understated outfit. This lane's first class only. Lisa snaps, like Maya's lost. Maya, cool as ice, says, I know, I'm in 3A. Lisa grabs her phone, squints, and puts on this Oscar-worthy act, tapping her keyboard like she's cracking a code. Oh, honey, there's a problem, equipment change, your seat's gone. You're in 12C now, premium economy. Step aside. The lie's so blatant, it's almost funny, but the sting of it, the way people stare, the guy in a suit behind her huffing like she's the problem, that cuts deep. Maya's been here before, navigating rooms full of folks who think she doesn't belong, but she doesn't flinch. I'd like to see the seating chart, she says, voice low, like she's negotiating a hostile merger. Lisa's face goes red. Manager's busy, move along. Maya steps back, but she's not retreating, she's plotting. On the plane, it gets worse. The purser, Greg Dalton, all polished charm in first class, turns into a cold jerk the second he hits premium economy. Maya's in 12C, a middle seat, sandwiched between a guy spilling his drink and a nervous flyer popping pills. Greg ignores her, serves everyone else, until she says, Hey, can I get a water? He sighs, slams a bottle on her tray, and struts off, like he's teaching her a lesson. A kid in 11B, a young analyst named Sam Rivera, watches it all, his face twisting with secondhand shame. But he stays quiet, too scared to rock the boat. Maya? She's not mad, glacial. She pulls out her laptop, pays for Wi-Fi, and turns 12C into a war room. Emails fly to her wealth manager, her legal team, and a cryptic note to Horizon's chairman, Edward Klein. Ed, I'm in 12C on your flight. We need to talk. See, Maya's not just a passenger, she owns 12% of Horizon Air, 60 million shares, a lifeline that saved the airline from collapse years ago. She's their silent giant, and Lisa and Greg just poked a dragon. As the plane hums over the Atlantic, she's drafting a memo, dissecting their screw-up like a case study. Brand damage, loyalty betrayal, employee bias. She's not yelling, she's building a guillotine. The plane lands at Heathrow, and before anyone can move, the captain's voice crackles. Hold tight. Nobody deplanes. A suit storms aboard. James Carter, Horizon's Heathrow boss, looking like he's seen a ghost. Dr. Thompson, he says, voice shaking. Please, let me escort you. Greg's face drains, his smugness gone, replaced by pure panic. Maya just nods, grabs her bag, and glides past first class, where the guy in her seat, some influencer in a flashy jacket, avoids her eyes like a guilty kid. In London, Horizon's HQ is a war zone. Edward Klein's called an emergency board meeting. Maya walks in, charcoal suit sharp as a blade, and lays it out. Lisa, Greg, she says, staring at Lisa's video feed in Greg's trembling form. You didn't just screw me, you screwed your airline. She reveals her stake, the room gasps, and Lisa's stammering about a system glitch falls apart. Maya's got logs, witnesses, Sam's name from 11B. This isn't personal, she says, It's a disease your culture lets bias fester. She demands Lisa and Greg's termination not out of spite, but to cut out the rot. Edward nods, and just like that, their careers vaporize. But Maya's not done. She lays down 3 rules: a $5 million training overhaul to teach empathy, a transparent complaint system with outside audits, and a $10 million fund to diversify Horizon's ranks. The board doesn't argue. They know she could tank their stock with a tweet. Months later, her Thompson initiative is changing how Horizon flies, and Sam's viral post about the woman in 12C sparks a movement. Lisa and Greg, they're unhireable. Their name's poison in the industry. Sitting in 3A on a later flight, Maya looks out at the clouds and says to Edward, "It was never about the seat, it was about respect." She didn't just win, she rewrote the game. So what do you think? Ever seen someone face down injustice like that? Or stayed silent when you knew you should have spoken up? Drop it in the comments, share this story, and let's talk about what justice really means. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're ready for more stories where the underdog flips the script.